Hello, welcome to my channel. Subscribe.
Found out my long-term boyfriend was cheating on me with his son's mother. This all happened back in March. I had been seeing my now ex-boyfriend for about 10 months. We went to school together, our families had been friends, and went to high school together. When we were in high school, he moved away. Then we reconnected sometime in May of 2024. We started a romantic relationship pretty quickly, as there had always been feelings there, but never quite touched on. He would leave for weekends to go see his son, who lives about 3 hours away. I am also a mother, so I can completely understand. Summer of 2024, we had the absolute best relationship. I had never felt happier with another person in my life. It felt like fate had finally decided to let us be together, and he would constantly tell me how I was the one, and that I should have been the one to have his child. I wasn't sure how I felt about that last comment. During our relationship, if his son's mother ever got brought up, he would always say negative things about her as a person and how much their relationship drained him. I could relate because I felt the exact same way about my ex-husband. It seemed like we were on the same page with everything. Christmas, I got him a new car so he could better travel to see his son, as he was now living with me. The moving in together was definitely something he pushed more for Dot around the end of the year. I had met his son's mother. She seemed a bit cold and standoffish at first, but that was okay with me. Later, we got a bit closer and things started to unravel. He had told her that we were not in a serious relationship. We were not exclusive, and that he had broken up with me in the summer and then got back together with me. The car that was purchased, he told her he got it from a family friend. I was shocked and heartbroken. He was immediately confronted, but of course he had a million excuses. And he said he only said this to her to avoid her chaotic reaction to him having a new girlfriend and establishing a life so far away. He said he didn't want to deal with her. Like an idiot, I believed him. Granted, I had seen her blow up before at him for little things in the past and go on for hours and hours tearing him down. Fast forward to March, I get a call from HIS phone, but it wasn't him. It was his son's mother on the other line. She had told me that they had been sleeping together for 2 weeks every time he went down to see his son. She had said that he told her we broke up and they were considering redoing their relationship. That she had no idea we were still together. She apologized profusely. I was devastated. But part of me thought I deserved it because I ignored the red flags. I asked her how she found out we were still together. She said she looked through his phone and immediately called me. What's the most gut-wrenching part about all of this is I found out I was pregnant that morning. I was nauseous, tired, felt gross overall. Even texted him in the AM about how sick I was. Before I knew anything at all, I was then put on speaker where they were both on the other line. I was begging to talk to him privately because I didn't want that news out there like that in front of everyone. He refused, so I had to blurt it out. He left her house and we talked on the phone his entire drive home. He claimed he was just doing this for his son so he could have a whole family, that he didn't have any feelings for her at all. Given the circumstances, I was conflicted. A couple days later, he begged me to get an abortion. I had previously had miscarriages in the past and was feeling really intense cramping the moment I heard the news. I was having a panic attack and I knew something was wrong. I said I'd consider it. The next day, he just simply left me. We had a conversation and he flat out said that he is still in love with me and would choose me over her if she hadn't already had his son. I got emotional, of course, and said that's a wild thing to say through all of this. After screaming at me and telling me there is no room for me in his life, I did end up miscarrying. It was awful, and I was in and out of the hospital for intense bleeding for a week. He blocked me on everything and said he was going to work on his relationship with his son's mother, while also stealing $1,000 from me to get back on his feet. Considering I was financially supporting him while he had no job during this time, I haven't heard from him since, but I threatened to get a lawyer to retrieve the stolen money. Communication was done through his child's mother. He is now paying me $50 a week via Venmo because that is all he can afford to pay me off. He is very broke ATM debt now. We are in July. His child's mother has followed me on every social media outlet there is. My ex and I are in no contact and haven't spoken since March. I am still blocked everywhere despite him being the one who did all of the damage. But that's fine. It has helped me move on. Thing is, while I'm over him as a romantic partner, I think the situation has scarred me. I have a hard time trusting others around me, and I get panicked whenever I see him or his car in public. It's like my body goes into fight or flight. I have nightmares reliving the situation over and over again. I wish it would stop, but it hasn't. I do not want this person back. I don't want him in my life at all, but I feel like I am still being mentally tortured. Like how fast the healing process takes in a situation like this. I will never understand any of this. I just don't. We never had to be in a relationship. We could have remained friends if he hadn't healed from his ex and wanted to work things out. To drag me through all of this feels unnecessary and cruel. Then to tell me over and over again that I'm the one he would choose if he didn't already have a child, and how much he still loves me, then blocking me on everything makes my head spin. I don't know if I will ever get the answers my mind almost needs to process it all. But even today, I am so confused.